They say that knowledge is power, but we say only if you know where to get it. We are the Council, and welcome to the Gossup, where we bring the whispers, the facts, and the stories that matter. Stay locked in.
Hello! We are so excited about this episode. We have some great things for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to our first episode. We know the numbers is going to be low in the beginning, but we really don't care about all of that. We are just so happy to be in this podcast on this Thursday, where we want to see you every Thursday. Right. Enjoying what we do, which is sharing about relationships of all kinds, the ups, the downs, and all around.
That's right.
I am Sherry.
I'm Charlisa.
I am Tammy.
And we are the Council, is what we call ourselves. And welcome to, once again, the Gossup. All right, ladies, let's get into it.
Get it started.
Part of what we do here at the Gossup is celebrate couples. So last week, our first episode, the couple was Pauletta and Denzel Washington.
Yeah. Hats off to them. I learned a lot about that couple.
That's right.
And I like.
That's right. Perfect examples. We have another set of African American or black couple, if you will, that we're celebrating. And the couple's name is Codie and Tommy Oliver. Have you guys heard of them?
No.
Have you heard of them? Well,
you're not alone.
Give us the tea.
Well, the Olivers are the producers of the show Black Love on OWN.
OWN. See, I haven't watched OWN in a long time. Oprah.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
I have not either. Well, I'm not the biggest TV person anyway, but once I find something that I like, I will binge watch it. I will be up to the next morning watching it. That's the thing. You know,
and
once
watching. Oprah has us on OWN, then yeah, I'll be watching it all the time.
Oh my goodness. You heard
Oprah,
that. Oh, you
we're
heard
looking
that.
to be on.
Well, Codie and Tommy are a couple that produced Black Love. And they won not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 NAACP Emmy Awards for the show Black Love. And they also had more than 250 couples that were on the show that kind of gave their take on marriage and relationship, from dating one another to when they got married. I've seen the show several times, and there were several different people that were on the show that I was interested in to know a little bit more about, and so the show was pretty good.
We'll have to watch it.
Yeah. Well, it only stayed for 6 episodes. 6 seasons. So
that's a while.
That's a really good time. But I want to encourage you guys to go back, kind of flip back, and see some of the episodes of Black Love. You'll find out some good information.
And that's so needed. That's needed. I mean, and looks like, obviously, if it's 6 seasons.
6 seasons.
That means there's a demand for that.
Yeah.
Because we love.
That's right. 250 couples. So hey.
And
that's a lot.
You know, they said that it was the top rated show on OWN when the show was on.
That's good.
Yeah, so that speaks to a lot. And Codie, the lady that helped to produce this show, she was saying that, you know, she really wanted to put together a show that really highlighted Black love, because so many times we see in social media that things not going right with black love,
All
or
the negative
we can't
stuff.
find, black women can't find a good black man, they're all in prison. And that's not true.
That's
not
Not
true.
to feed a certain narrative about who they are
Yes,
as
yes,
Exactly.
yes.
and not that we
Exactly.
marry, we love, we have
Right.
awesome, successful relationships, and we are relational
That's right.
on many levels. So I love that. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna tune in
So would I.
because I'm in love with love, especially black love.
Love, black
Especially
love.
find good, positive, and strong love. Just sucks you in.
That's right.
Strong love. that I can suck in.
Well, we would like for you guys to share with us your thoughts on black love. If you've seen it before, hey, look, drop us a comment. We would love to read it, and even, hey, give a response to what you've said. You may even have some more information that we can share with the other viewers on about the show. So,
Right.
yep. The other thing that we do here on the show is reviews.
My favorite. One of my favorites.
That's right. That's right.
I love getting the tea.
So now we're gonna do a review on this lady who's on TikTok. She shares a story about I'll do it the way I'm supposed to do it. The question of the evening is, if you guys once was married, divorced, and your ex married someone else, and the person that he married, the kids called them mom. Is that something that you guys are okay with? Would be okay with? We don't want y'all to say nothing. Let's check this out.
My ex's new wife made my children call her mum. So let me just set the scene for you. It's Sunday at 4 p.m. and I'm picking my children up from their dad's house. They jump in the car and we start discussing what they've done with their weekend, all the fun that they've had with their dad. And then my youngest, my little boy, he says to me, "Mummy took us to the park." I say, "Do you mean Daddy, darling?" And he says, No, Mummy. Mummy took us to the park." Now, obviously, I'm extremely confused by this comment. And then my daughter interjects, and she's the oldest of my two children, but still only 5 years old. And she says to me, "Sharon told us to call her Mummy because it's easier and it just makes Daddy happy." So I think Sharon is being a sneaky little see you next Tuesday, and that she's doing this behind my ex's back because surely he would have the respect for me as our children's mother to not let another woman tell our children to call her mum. Surely. So I phoned him up. And I let him know how unhappy I am with what's going on at the moment. I don't know what I expected from him. Shock? Anger? Certainly not laughing. He laughed and told me it's not that deep. So I told him, actually, this is extremely deep for me. And then he said, well, it does make sense because she is helping to raise our children every other weekend. You cannot just one day decide to pick the title mum and that's it, you've got it. It doesn't work like that. You earn that title. So I'm going to be very honest with you. I had some terrible ideas. I had some awful ideas of how I wanted to get my own back, how I wanted to get my revenge, and how I wanted to show Sharon that she is not mum. I even started looking into these ideas. But I got interrupted because I have two children. And that's when it dawned on me. If Sharon wanted to play mum, I was going to show her what that really meant. Fast forward 2 weeks. It's Friday afternoon and I'm dropping both of my children off to their dad's house for the weekend. So we arrive and they go running up the path to knock on the door. But I'm taking a little bit longer because I'm unloading the car. So up the path I come with my list of doctors, dentist, optician appointments. We've got a folder full of after-school clubs and their fees and how to make the payments. I have my little girl's homework pack, 3 subjects this weekend, which we would normally do on a Sunday night so as not to disrupt her time with her dad, but that's going to be done this weekend now. And also a meal plan, because my little girl is gluten intolerant and I normally prepare and make and send with her all of her meals for the weekend, but not this weekend. This weekend, Sharon has a meal plan. And lastly, the best bit. As I am walking up their path towards them, I am dragging 2 big bags of dirty laundry. I eventually make it to the door with my 2 huge bags of dirty laundry. And I just pass everything over to Sharon. And then I look her dead in the eye and I say, if you want to be mum, you better start playing the part. And then I leave. Sunday afternoon rolls around and I go to pick up my children. They come out of the house dragging 2 big bags of laundry, dirty laundry that hasn't been touched. I then get past my folders of appointments that they clearly don't want to take them to, after school clubs that they're obviously not going to pay for, and homework that hasn't been done. My children jump in the car and I say, how was your weekend? And they say it was good. We went to McDonald's with Daddy and Sharon. And I said, oh Sharon, are we not calling her mummy now? And my daughter said no. Sharon said it's a bit confusing, so it's best to just call her Sharon. That's right. And you know what? I'm not mad that I have to do the laundry again. I'm not mad that we're going to be spending our Sunday night together doing homework. And I'm not mad that I will pay for the after-school clubs out of my pocket and I will take time off of work to take my children to their appointments because I'm mum.
Ladies, thoughts?
Yeah, lots of thoughts, actually.
I know. What? Just go ahead with it. What thoughts do you
I
have?
don't think that was the flex that she thought that was. Honestly, she, kids, like they said, kids say the darndest things,
Yes.
and you can't hold, use your kids as pawns in the middle of this. It sounds like she's being insecure to a degree. There was a lot of insecurity game playing, and she thought she was flexing, and you're going to tell somebody what they're going to do in only a weekend of time. I could see if they was going for a whole week or a month or something, but you thought
2 days.
you was going to put this woman to work because you work and this is your whole job. But you thought you was gonna come and run someone else's household, essentially. And so, and then you're gonna take, that was trifling of you to take a bunch of dirty clothes over to someone else's home. I would have been upset. I would have been like, keep those clothes, or they would have sat out on the porch. And you don't know if that meant they don't have other clothes at their home that she may have purchased for the kids or whatever. So maybe she was like, no, your mama brought you over here with a bunch of dirty clothes. You don't have to wear those. But I think she thought that was a flex. To me, it revealed a bunch of insecurities on her part. And it feels like she is worried about losing her kids, just like she lost her husband to this woman.
You're getting hot, girl.
But I mean, I also can understand if old girl was telling the kids, you call me mama, that's different. But also, sometimes kids can't, it is a confusing situation for the children. So for you to play that big, not only in front of them, but in this woman's face like that, and then, trying to bring everyone in the mix, I think it was catty. And I think she should have allowed a little bit more time for this, to show up differently over time, and maybe have the conversation with the husband offline instead of pulling all this gameplay, and then you're gonna try to force your way onto somebody over a weekend. That don't work. And it wasn't a flex. It actually showed trifleness in a way, and insecurity on her part.
Yes, I think she would have felt stupid if she would have just returned the kids along with all the stuff she brought, right? That same night, just came back and returned the kids along with all the stuff since she was flexing. Okay. You have to be careful how how you approach people. I mean, that wasn't a good approach. It could have been handled better than that. That was not adult-like, I would say. That was very petty and childish. She could have maybe arranged where she and the husband and the wife could have probably had a conversation. Hey, let's try to figure out X, Y, and Z. They said that you add them to call mom if that's something that you don't like, But yeah, I think that definitely could have been handled a little differently. Because like I said, I was like, okay, since you want to be petty, I just would have returned the kids along with some pies and said with a note, Heifer, you wash the clothes. You the mom, okay? Since you the mom,
y'all rough.
Woo! Like, why is there a whole bag of clothes not clean anyway? So you just hoarding laundry and want somebody else's? No. I think it was, there was a better way of her to adult and communicate that, and what her wishes were in a different way than that. I don't think it was, she wasn't flexing anything. If anything, she was flexing her insecurities and more than anything. To me.
Ooh.
And I mean, at the end of the day,
is rough.
I think at the end of the day,
they're rough.
You should be happy your kids aren't coming back with stories of being hurt or she's talking to me crazy. You're upset that your kids are coming home saying they're having a good weekend, that they had a good time, they had, so you have a problem with that. And more people should be happy that their kids aren't returning. They're returning home in the first place. Because there's stories of kids not returning home after going to visit the dad and his woman or opposite has done some foul stuff. So, that is not your story. And you're more upset that your kids were having a great time away from you. And call somebody else mama because something in them identified with that, there was something mommy-y about her that she might have. The kids felt comfortable doing that.
Right.
And you just need to speak I think there's a way to do that. No, she was being petty to a degree.
The council has spoken. Well, first and foremost, I would like for someone to get my girl a tissue. That's right. This is live, guys. This is what we do. We take care of our people here. But also, so I want to pose a few questions. Because as a experienced divorcee, if that's what they call them, divorcee.
How many was there?
Only one. When you get divorced, there are some things that you do. You challenge one another. It's like you get divorced, you gotta split up everything. Sometimes you split up friends, dogs, cats, fish. Whatever you guys purchase together, cars,
the tree in the backyard.
I'm telling you, so when you have children, that is a very touchy subject. And not only if you have kids, then we don't really know what the breakup story is about. So maybe she was devoted to this guy and they got divorced, and because of him messing around, I'm not saying allegedly messing around. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying this was the deal. But then you think of now, you've met someone. We don't know what the situation of his ex is with the current woman who did this review. And now you want to take the only things that I have left is my kids. So there is some sensitivity toward when you do go through some relationships. So I want to give 4 things that could very well be what this lady was talking about, how she felt.
Right.
A parent might think it undermines trust. You need respect for biological boundaries. There could be emotional confusion for the kids, and it should be the child's choice.
Those are some things to kind of think about. Okay. Not that there is no right or wrong answer as it pertains to any of this stuff. It's really opinions and choices that we make. So, let's go into this next review. Ladies, this next review is How do you really know if your guy really love you?
Listen.
Let's take it to the next review.
Hold up, let me clean up my ears. I need to make
Have you ever wondered if a guy is really into you or just faking it? Well, don't share this with anyone. Keep this a secret. I'm going to share with you an easy way to tell if he's faking loving you or not. Please watch this all the way through because I want you to know exactly what you're doing here. First things first, you're going to ask him this specific question exactly like this. The next time he says, I love you, I want you to ask him, what about my personality and my character do you love about me specifically? Very importantly, it's not just about asking the question. You need to know exactly what answer you're looking for to know if he's faking loving you or he really loves you. If he gives you an answer that's vague, like, oh, I love that you're so nice, I like that you're so funny, answers that could apply to anyone, even his dog, he's faking it. If he gives you an answer that has to do with your looks, he's faking it. I like that you have such a beautiful face. I like that your dump truck is so enormously large. If his answer is solely about him and what you do for him, oh, I love that you take care of me. I love that you do this for me. I love that you're always available to me. That's not about loving you and your character. That's about you serving him. The only answer you're looking for that actually means he really loves you is an answer that consists of you and things that you have actually done as examples to show why he has seen and observed that type of character from you. It sounds something like this. I love how caring you are. Last week, when you threw a surprise party for your sister, even though she said she didn't want something big, it just shows how much you like to take care of people that you care about.
Ladies, what do you guys have to say about that?
I mean, he was factual. I don't think it was anything deep, but I mean, yeah. I mean, he spoke true. It took him a while to get there, but yes. I mean, yeah, he's correct.
Well, he was doing a teaching for this young man. A lot of his content that he shared is on relationships and trying to help people recognize things. Like, he talks about guys. He's a guy, and you know what he did share is something that guys will say, you know, and really maybe they're saying it because that is how they only know how to express themselves. But you know, and then I think he also, I was watching another one of his videos, and he was talking about how things that people should, that what they should do to try to get to know people better. So he does, you know, some pretty good content.
I mean, essentially, he's saying don't go for the surface stuff, you know,
Yeah,
which was good. And again, that's facts. That's truth. You want someone to be able to see a little deeper into you, and just not, especially all the little surface things that you're pretty. I mean, I always say that too when someone says, "Oh, you're beautiful." I'm like, and it's not even you're trying to be conceited, but it's like, I know though. That's the things that I know about myself.
Right. So
That I remind myself. You tell me something deeper about myself that I know that you really have been considering, and you're intentionally seeking me beyond just my external stuff that everybody can see.
Exactly.
Tam?
Yeah. With that one, I would say yes, he is spot on with that one. Because I'm that type of person. I want to see where you're at, like like you said, the surface things that don't impress me. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, at times you think about men. Sometimes you're like, hey, it's like buying. I think sometimes they think women are like buying a new car. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, sometimes they don't want to test drive the car. They just want to get in the car and just drive it off the lot. You know what I'm saying? You got to test the car out. You want to take the car for a spin.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? You want people to tell you a little details about the car. Hey, is it It got 8 cylinders, a 6-cylinder. You want some details about that car.
Okay.
Before you drive that car off the lot.
Doesn't even have
You know what I'm
oil
saying? But
in it.
right. They don't, half of the times they don't want to know any of that. They just like, oh, this is a new car. Here you go. Where do I sign? And just drive off the lot with the car. And then they'll get up the street. Now the car depreciated, and now the car didn't stop.
Because you didn't
Because you didn't even check and ask any questions.
Wow.
So that's the way I feel like with that surface stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, they like buying a car or something. You know. So
it's an electric car.
That's
It's
right.
Not even gas.
That's right.
You
So
don't even know.
Okay,
what you
council.
got.
Y'all onto something. Well, I would like to give another take on it, of course. And these are 4 reasons why a person could kind of stumble over their words.
Could it mean they care deeply and don't know how to say it? They struggle with their vulnerability. Love isn't shown through words, it's shown through actions. They might just be a love bomb buster.
The truth is, we all have different ways that we show love, ways of expressing that.
Yep.
Sometimes we haven't in life, especially if you haven't really felt like you've been in love with someone. And so when that person does come along, you might not know how to share that. So you might have anxiety. You don't want to. And you don't want to be vulnerable.
Yes.
So you're scared to share everything. So I think, there's so much involved in it that, and we all come from different backgrounds. So it's just really different. And so, vulnerability can be a huge struggle.
It can.
A huge struggle.
It can be.
And then just not being able to express yourself deeply, is a thing. So, and that doesn't mean that person doesn't love you or care for you deeply.
Right.
It just means they don't know how to express it or show it. And that's why communication is key. And sometimes they might not can say it, but they do it in other acts of love. So I don't know. That's why it's important to learn people's love language. Be patient.
That's right.
I also think too, some people probably feel that it's a sign of weakness just to show
being
that. And I think,
vulnerable.
yes. So I think that probably takes away from a lot of us to share our love because we're scared. Like, hey, I'm scared of getting hurt, or I'm scared of being looked at as being weak. And I think, it's something that we definitely need to try to change and do better at.
Oh, get a tissue. Oh, Timmy. You can be vulnerable. This is a really vulnerable. This is a safe space.
So dramatic.
Our girl is going through with these allergies. So we're gonna just do one last thing so we can, get on to the next. So we can get her home and get her in bed and get her some Sudafed. Something. Okay? This is the part that I really love. And this is called Game Time.
All right.
Woo, 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 woo. All right. This game is sponsored by The Gossup.
Da-da-da.
That's right. So, guys, do you have your paddles? So last week,
Always equipped?
Yeah, you learned about Sugar Crush and Love Bomb Buzz. So if you want us to explain it, you're gonna have to take a look at that first episode.
Yeah.
No, she did do it.
That's right. That's right. All right. So I have this game time. I have a series of questions, and I want you guys to tell me whether it's a love bombing. And love bombing is a person that is being manipulative, a person, and it can almost be like we were saying for the fourth point that we were making of the review, that if a person isn't able to express that they really love you and you guys have been dating for a while, it could be a love bomb situation. But I'm not saying that. But I'm saying be careful. A sugar crush is somebody that admires you. They've had their eye on you. They really have been crushing on you. And they don't mind expressing it. And it could, hey, who knows? Have you going down that aisle if that's something that you want to do. We want you guys to let us know. A 1 for sugar crush, a 2 for love bomb bust. Council, here's the questions. We're gonna hit it straight from the hip.
Ooh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. You did.
This game is called. We gonna get her on that stage one day. We gonna do karaoke, or we gonna put her behind a live band or something. She gonna be a star.
Life would never be the same behind a mic.
I'll be your manager. This your publicist right here.
Look, you ready to go hungry? Because we gonna starve. We will not eat. So I think we better
find an audience.
We will. I'm telling you, that publicist, she'll get you right.
And we better keep our daytime jobs.
Well, this game is called They Say. Mm-hmm.
They say.
That's right. They say. Mm-hmm.
They say.
Yeah. They said that you still would be in love with them if it wasn't for your friends. Is that somebody? Is that a person that would be a sugar crush or a love bomb bust? On They Say. The council has spoken. That is a manipulative tactic that a person can say to a person that they have been dating or trying to get to know, or so-called love. People that point at other people outside of themselves can be quite manipulative. So,
and it could have been my friends that kept me with you. You know what I'm saying? While you hating on the friends, you probably saw something good, and you be like, well, you know, it's not all that bad.
That's
you know,
right.
He does X, Y, and Z. You be like, oh, you know what? You have a point.
Another chance.
Give him another chance.
Give him another chance.
So you probably be sitting there hating on the friends, and the friends been saving you all the time.
Ricky, you ain't no good.
I know.
That's
Just
right.
live up to it. Wear them shoes, dancing.
They say, do you think I'm the only one who truly understands you? Do you think I'm the only one who truly understands you? Now, I got these offline, so that's just what it said.
Yeah, I'm like, you had to provide some contact.
Maybe I'll change that. I think I'm the only one that understands you. Nobody else really know who you are. Is that a sugar crush talking to you, or a love bomb buster?
I mean, it's someone who's trying to solo you out or single you out, get you to them.
Okay, we got two differences of opinion. Do tell. Come on, counsel.
That's someone
What you got?
Might be trying to get you away from your people.
Keep that green
Oh,
up.
keep in mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Trying to get you away from your people. I'm the only one that understands you, Tammy. Trying to get you away from other friends, other family members.
That's true. That's
all
true.
of that. I mean, I don't think that doesn't mean it's a love bomb bust. That means that person has a manipulative behavior, potentially.
That's true. I agree. But what if that person's just trying to let you know, I understand you. You know what I'm saying? I know your ins, your outside. I mean, I feel like I know everything about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying attention to when you are, you know what I'm saying, when you're sad. I pay attention to when you're happy. I understand when you need your feet rubbed or your back rubbed. You know
What?
I mean, it could be.
It could, you know.
Sometimes this is the deal. When you are really feeling somebody, and you get to know them really well, and it doesn't have to be sexually intimate, but when you're getting on that wavelength with someone very intimately, you do get an opportunity to know them in the ways that other people don't know them. Other people can't understand or even see the vision that's been given to you for that person. So I can see it then. There's a sugar crush element because you are really into this person, and maybe there's something being given to you specifically where you're able to understand because you're that person's person. And so you are being able to see more of who they are in ways that other people cannot. You can be more patient because you know who that person really is. So then, yeah, there's some sugar crushing there on that level. So I can see that too. I can see it both ways.
See what you're saying too. And then the word that, when you think about it, only, you know what I'm saying? That kind of makes you go,
well, that's the part,
hey,
only, yeah.
Right, that love bomb buzz. But this might be a little bit off the subject, it's not so much off the subject. But you notice, like I mentioned the massage thing. You notice, like when men feel like they give you a massage, they always feel that that's supposed to lead up to something else. So you know what I'm saying? So it comes to that point where you can be like tense, your shoulders feel like they are about to just pop off, But as soon as they get to, you be like, that's okay. Because you know what I'm saying? Because you be just like, hey, I don't feel like telling you no, because you see my shoulders feel like they're about to pop off at any moment now. But that's where you going with this. So I already know where you going with this. So just to keep me from having to say this and you're not paying attention to all this tension that I have, I'll just say, just don't worry about it.
She's trying to say, not tonight.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way they feel. Most males, that's where they mind go straight to. Ooh, you let me touch you. Ooh, they go from the shoulder. Then you like,
our secret.
What my butt cheeks got to do with my shoulders?
I need a massage so bad.
Oh my goodness. Hey, those are facts. The council has spoken.
That was by the left field, Kenny.
I know.
That couch is moving.
It's the allergies.
It's the allergies. That's right.
And we in need of massage.
I am so in need of one. I got an appointment next week.
Bring the massage.
Oh my goodness. Well, do you want a massage or don't you want a massage?
I mean, if it got to come with a price, sometimes can you just give me something from the bottom of your heart?
It is from
You know what I'm saying? No, that's not so much. That head up there be thinking, and then that head down there be thinking, like, yeah, man, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
all being massaged.
Oh my.
Like, do you think she ready?
Oh my goodness. Give me a tissue.
Sudafed. Over here on the couch.
Oh my goodness. That couch is something else.
Ooh,
I'm gonna have to use one of these for a fan.
I know. Let the truth be told.
Let the truth be told.
Let the truth be told.
That's right.
Sugar crush.
And you know what? That is, I know it's off subject, but that is something that most men don't realize. That it's not, it's massage, touch. That's right. Most of all of them. Okay, so last one. They say, let's be honest, where is this relationship really going? Is that something that a sugar crush would say, or a love bomb buster? Sugar crush. All right, what y'all say?
Right, because they might want to know, little details. They probably be feeling in person, be like, so hey, they trying to see where that person's mind is. Like, are you thinking what I'm thinking, or on the same page, or are you on page 2 and I'm like, I'm on 5.
That's
on page
right.
5. So you trying to see. So can we meet up somewhere in the middle, both of us meet up on page 3? Or, do they just need to just leave it alone?
Okay. Charlisa?
No, I think, typically that's going to be someone who's really feeling the person, really feeling the relationship, and they're in a crushed state that they're wanting to take this further. Or are you feeling what I'm feeling and don't want to be led astray? But also I can see it coming
Here
from
she
the
go.
love bomb.
Here she go.
As well, trying to reel you in. And I'm feeling you, and I just want to take this to the next level. I really want you. Want to know what you're feeling about me. Trying to figure out where you're at with them, so they can crush you.
Yeah, trying to drive right out of the parking lot in that new car, and they haven't even test drive it. Don't know your last name. You know what I'm saying? Don't know your favorite color. Don't know nothing about it.
Is it a sugar crush or is it a love bomb?
Sugar crush is what I think we both said,
I
lady.
think either one can answer the question, but we're saying it's a sugar crush.
All right, the council has spoken. It's a sugar crush. And speaking of sugar crush, we have something for you. Take a listen.
Calling all lovers in disguise. Do you have a secret crush? Have you been holding on to that juicy little secret that you're dying to spill? Whether it's your best friend, co-worker, or someone totally unexpected, if you're bold enough to dare to be different, we want your story. Come reveal your crush on the Gossup podcast. Let the world hear your heart, and who knows, maybe love will find you on air. Slide into our DMs or email us at info@thegossup.com.
Wow, ladies, this second episode, y'all something else.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you guys for watching. Please be there for the replay. Share, like, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification. We know that this is only our second episode, but we want to encourage others to join us and have some fun along with the council. We ain't gonna bite. Until next time,
not too hard.
stay up with the gossip. Thank you so much.
Bye.
And that's it for today's episode of The Gossup. If today's conversations got you thinking, drop a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn those notifications on so that you won't miss an episode. Until next time, stay up with The Gossup.